Yeah, he did, and that's fine. I went out of my way to troll him a little bit now. You want to fight? Come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well, you know?
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at, and they know how to find me.
I mean, you think there's a possibility, Roy? Like,
Choosing people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions, and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked, because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready, wide open, ready to go. It's called.
Well, Roy Jones said that, of course, Floyd made more money than him, but he's the greater fighter of the two.
No. Floyd backed up everything. No. Floyd's the better fighter between the two. Better skills, more technique, the discipline, everything,
Okay, one for Floyd.
Ongoing tension between Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. appears to be heading toward a dramatic showdown in the ring. After trading increasingly heated remarks, the rivalry escalated when Jones pushed back against Mayweather's taunts and openly challenged him to a fight. In response, Mayweather signaled that he's willing to step in the ring with Jones, with plans pointing toward a potential matchup later this year.
Very mean.
I was gonna say mean too.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as nearly as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Sugar is a dog. Just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Sugar is a dog. And do what he want to do, he gonna beat you because he's very explosive.
17th episode of the All the Smoke Fight podcast, alongside Andre Ward. Former world champion Roy Jones Jr. stirred debate with his take on a fantasy matchup. He argued that Sugar Ray Leonard would come out on top against Floyd Mayweather if both fighters met at the peak of their careers. Jones pushed back against the common belief that Mayweather would win, saying many fans underestimate Leonard's intensity and competitive fire. According to him, Leonard's nickname doesn't reflect how fierce he truly was inside the ring. Jones emphasized that Leonard had a relentless edge that people often overlook. Although he expressed respect for Mayweather and described him as someone he likes, Jones admitted he finds it difficult to imagine Floyd defeating Leonard in that scenario. In his view, it would take a completely different approach for Mayweather to overcome someone like Leonard at his best.
They're entitled to their own opinion, and I'm glad that Roy Jones feels that way about himself. Every fighter that's gave the sport of boxing their whole life and sacrificed a lot inside that square circle, they should feel that way. So if he feels that way, more power to him.
If Floyd approached the fight in a different way, he might stand a real chance. But based on how he handled most opponents during his peak years, that strategy wouldn't be effective against Sugar. Sugar brings something extra into the ring, undeniable heart. While many assume Floyd has that same grit, he's never truly been pushed to the edge, so it's hard to say for certain. Sugar, on the other hand, has proven his resilience time and time again. Those remarks didn't sit well with Mayweather. Shortly afterward, on July 6th, he responded indirectly by sharing clips on his Instagram story showing Roy Jones Jr. being knocked out in past fights. The posts quickly spread across social media and gained widespread attention.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez, because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality.
Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr. has finally addressed Mayweather's apparent jab. On July 9th, he posted a message on Instagram labeled Public Service Announcement. In the video, Jones spoke directly to boxing fans worldwide. He acknowledged that the sport often comes with mind games, disagreements, and strong opinions. According to him, that's just part of boxing culture. He made it clear that he's entitled to share his own views, just like anyone else. Jones also hinted that if the recent posts were meant as a subtle shot at him, the message was received loud and clear. He then issued a direct challenge, saying that if anyone wants to show they're better than him, he's available and ready. "I'm open and prepared," he stated, encouraging them to reach out if they want to settle it in the ring.
The Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Shabby was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire to 80-0. You go ever top that? No.
It's pretty obvious who that message was directed at, and many believe Mayweather will respond. There's already speculation that an exhibition bout between the two could be announced soon. Seeing two retired icons trade shots outside the ring doesn't happen every day. But when it does, fans quickly jump into the conversation. One commenter even joked that Roy Jones Jr. should have expected some kind of response. According to the fan, Floyd was always going to fire back, and Roy shouldn't be surprised by it. During his peak years, Mayweather built a reputation not just for his skills in the ring, but also for his sharp tongue. And judging by the current back and forth, it looks like he still knows how to stir things up just as.
Roy Jones explains why Floyd and he were so different.
We stood for two different things. He was a social media blowout. He blew it away. You feel me? And that fit his character because he could do it, and do things the way he did, or he was smarter. I want to play King of the Hill.
Different fan weighed in on the discussion by arguing that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has the stronger resume compared to Roy Jones Jr. The supporter pointed out that Mayweather went his entire professional career without being officially stopped or even dropped in a bout. They also noted that Floyd was never linked to a failed drug test, while claiming Jones had such an incident on his record. That claim traces back to May 2000, when Jones reportedly tested positive for androstenedione after defending his light heavyweight title against Richard Hall. The episode continues to be referenced whenever fans debate the legacies of the two fighters.
Favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized.
At the same time, another fan pointed out that Roy Jones Jr. has taken verbal shots at Floyd Mayweather Jr. more than once over the years. The commenter suggested that Roy has been critical of Floyd for quite some time. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean there's genuine bad blood between them. It may simply come down to differing views on the sport. Jones has often emphasized excitement and risk-taking in the ring, while Mayweather built his reputation on defensive mastery and strategic precision. Two very different approaches to boxing. Another user offered a more skeptical take, speculating that Jones' comments might be an attempt to stay in the spotlight, even suggesting financial motives could be behind the criticism.
I think he's a nice guy. Floyd Mayweather added in Roy Jones Jr.
I mean, look, once a fighter, always a fighter. Look, if you're going to attack Floyd's character, he's going to attack you back. That's just the bottom line. It's like with me and Berlanga. If you're going to try to attack, like with me, I'm just having fun.
Exhibition matchup between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Roy Jones Jr. might draw mixed reactions from fans, but financially, it could still be a major success. Even if purists question the competitive value, the name recognition alone would likely generate serious revenue. One commenter appeared to back Jones, offering a sarcastic remark. The fan suggested that if Roy had taken safer fights throughout his career the way they believe Floyd did, he might have earned the TB, the best ever, label before Mayweather. That criticism, however, overlooks the level of opposition Mayweather faced. Over the years, he stepped into the ring with elite names such as Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, Marcos Maidana, Juan Manuel Marquez, Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, and Oscar de la Hoya, among others. A resume that many argue speaks for itself.
Because he did a great job, but he did it for himself, and it worked for him. But everybody now wants the Mayweather concept. Because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, fighting the right people to fight at the right time, he monopolized the business. But the problem was...
Before publicly challenging Floyd Mayweather Jr., Roy Jones Jr. made headlines during an interview where he pushed back on the idea that Floyd belongs at the very top of the all-time rankings. Jones made it clear that, in his view, Mayweather wouldn't even make his personal GOAT list. To explain his stance, Jones brought up Muhammad Ali. He passionately stated that anyone who doesn't recognize Ali as the greatest ever might as well be disrespecting him personally. For Jones, respect for Ali is non-negotiable. He emphasized that true greatness goes beyond an undefeated record. In his eyes, it's about sacrifice, influence, and the cultural significance a fighter carries. Jones pointed out that Ali sacrificed some of the prime years of his career when he refused military service during the Vietnam War, and yet still returned to reclaim his place at the top of the sport. To Roy, that combination of courage, impact, and achievement defines what being the greatest truly means.
If you want it. If you want it, what's your final message to Floyd?
You already know.
You know, you ready?
I'm going that way.
That's it.
Ain't nothing ever changed.
You can knock him out. Your prime versus his prime, you were way better, right?
You got an X?
Are you gonna get an exhibition before?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. stepped away from the sport with a spotless 50-0 record, earning victories over high-profile opponents such as Manny Pacquiao, Oscar de la Hoya, and Canelo Alvarez. For years, he has confidently labeled himself TB, the best ever. However, remarks he made in 2024 suggested his perspective is a bit more layered. While acknowledging Muhammad Ali as a trailblazer who transformed the sport, Mayweather also highlighted a blemish on Ali's record, his loss to Leon Spinks, who had only 7 professional bouts at the time. Floyd noted that although Ali is undeniably a legend, if the discussion centers strictly on statistics and championship success, he himself never surrendered a title to such an inexperienced opponent. Roy Jones Jr., though, didn't seem persuaded by arguments built mainly on numbers. As for Floyd's reaction to Jones' latest remarks, he didn't release an official statement. Instead, he appeared to respond in his own way, by uploading a clip of Jones being knocked out to his Instagram story. Subtle? Not exactly,